Okay. Brent, can you show us how to put a some text on a plane, on a flat surface?
Sure. So there's three main steps. One is going to be add the text. The other one is add the flat surface or the sign. And then finally, you need to group those together. So first, I'll go to add mesh plane. Here's our flat surface. Blender has an object type called text. So you can just go to add, and then we choose text. And you can treat it just like any other 3D object for the most part. You can, move it around with the different controls, whatever you're used to for, editing other stuff.
Yeah.
It would do the same. The difference with this object is it doesn't have vertices like a mesh object. So if you go to edit mode, inside of edit mode, you can actually hit backspace and then type something like John's rocket. And at the basic level, this is the simple solution, and I'll show you how to kind of join these together, and then I'll show a little bit more where we can give the text a little bit of depth. And changing the text color is the same as changing any object's color, but we can review that real quick as well. So essentially, to merge two objects, if they're different types, what we're really going to do is group these like we do in PowerPoint. So we'll select one. We can hold down Shift just like we do in PowerPoint and select the other. Or just like PowerPoint, we can left click and drag across and select multiple objects. The one thing to be cautious of, just like PowerPoint again, is to make sure you don't get other things you're not supposed to. Like I accidentally selected this lamp. So my preferred method is the shift click method. So hold shift, click one, click the other, and you're only selecting what you click, and it's a little bit more control.
Great.
Not as fun when you have like 20 things to join though. So from here, in Blender, you press Control P as the shortcut, or you can go to the object menu, go to parents, which is here, and then choose object. So essentially, this is the same as pressing Control G or right clicking and saying group. Think of it as a parent with children. The children might hold the parents' hands to cross the street. The parent object will lead the child objects.
Great.
So once I click this, you'll see that, I made the text the parent. Whatever you're selecting last, I believe, will become the parent. But you see these move together now. So the next thing, that's the basic level. You just add text, you go into edit mode, and you can type. Now you might want to center your text, change the color, change the thickness, change the font. Yeah. So if you want to be a little more ambitious, over on the side, let's start with changing the color. You go to the materials property.
Yeah.
And if you click add new, or from the drop down, select something, you're able to just change the color. Let me go to a preview where you can see the color. But yeah, basically you can just change the material settings, and that will give you the contrast you need to see it. Now we're in 3D, so using really flat text on a flat sign, you may want to do something cooler than that, or you might not want to use the default font since anyone could have that. So above the material icon right here, you'll see the letter A. Now, one thing in Blender that you might not notice till you use it a lot is if I click a lamp, you see a light bulb here. If I click text, you see like a font here. If I click an object, you get like something with vertices. So that menu is special to whatever type of item you're selecting.
Got it.
So in here, you have to expand these menus a bit. As you glance around, you'll see there's a lot of things you can do. But just for basics, I can extrude the text and make it 3D. And that gives it a really cool effect.
Wow.
And then the other one, this one's a little more complicated. And in short, you could go to Google Fonts, download a font, and then find the font file, and then just load it. So you click in this folder icon, lets you select a font you have downloaded. Now, the reason I say it's a little more complicated is I'm on a Windows computer, so I can go to my fonts folder On an Apple computer, I don't know the exact folder to go to, but ultimately you could go to Google Fonts, pick your font you like, download it, open the zip folder, and then you can just load that font right into Blender like this.
Cool.
But just as a quick demo of this,
Yeah.
let's say I like this text better, or anything. You can kind of just scroll around. Maybe I want to see it from a distance. I choose a really thick font, right?
Good.
And there you go. So that's the basics of add in a sign and edit in text in Blender.
Cool. And to add this group to a sphere or to a rectangle, a cube, I just put the cube in there and then position them and join them.
Exactly. You just want to do that parent function. So as a really quick, just to kind of show it one more time in a different way, I'll add in my text, right? I go to edit mode. I can backspace this and I'll just say, let me just put my name there. And let's say I have a rocket ship, right? Let's just add in a sphere real quick. So add in Icosphere, and I'll stretch this out a little bit. And when I position this, this is going to be above it a little bit. So what I would say is go to a side view, try to get it kind of close. Go to this menu, you can extrude it. So that way it at least goes into the ship a little bit.
Cool.
And then when you change the color, it will really pop.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Love it.
Oh, and then the grouping. So in this case, I'm going to select my first object and then my second object. I believe the second object is the parent. So let's double check that. It's been a little bit since I've done that. And object. And there we go. I'm only moving the fuselage of my rocket.
Cool. Great, Brent. This is tremendous. Thank you. I'm going to
welcome
right away.
Awesome.
Can't wait to try it. Thank you, Brent.
You're welcome. And you can probably stop the recording there in case you go to use that or edit it.